my career in professional services. I then moved on to the cooperative group, and it was during that time that I took up a role on the board of directors and got more involved with the Institute of Student Employers, as well as AGCAS, which in the UK is the Association of Graduate Careers Advisory Services. I went to be the talent manager for the UK and Ireland for H.J. Heinz. Anything you want to know about beans and ketchup, I am your girl. I broadened out of the world of early careers, future talent, into broader leadership developments. I've now created a team of 10 people. We're working globally with graduate employers and with universities around everything from recruitment and attraction through to development, retention, and then more broadly into leadership development, talent management. But I want to talk to you today about return on investment. Here's some stats and research from the UK about why I feel it's not particularly well done. That 1/3, the 1/3 of respondents from the ISE survey said better post-programme tracking would really help us. They just give up tracking their graduates after the graduate programme. Only 40% of people are actually tracking progression after 5 years. When tracking, so that 40% who do track, those who do tell us that only 39% of the graduates they've recruited are managers after 5 years, even though their stated aim is to create future leaders. So most people aren't measuring it, most people aren't tracking it, and when they are, we're not delivering what we've set out to deliver. So what can you measure? Before you measure anything, return on investment means you need to work out what your investment is. So you've got to work out the calculation that's right for you to calculate it for your organisation. This is a very simple one, but work that out first, because that gives you a real, tangible number to start thinking about ROI. This is what we did with it at Heinz, because I did not want a finance director to come to me and say, is that delivering return on investment? This is how much we're spending on graduates, Rebecca. Am I getting value for money? And so I gave this brief to our graduates when they started. There's lots of great things you can do with a challenge like this to really get them to take ownership and the business units to take ownership to drive investment. Because ultimately, as a development manager, as a program manager, it's not your job to drive return on investment. It is to manage it, to capture it, to create a process. But ultimately, it's the business and the graduates who are responsible for driving that return on investment for the business. And this is a way to help them realise that. And some of your organisations might have little appetite for financial return on investment figures. It might be much more around innovation, culture, diversity, equity, corporate social responsibility. Return on investment is strategic and it's long term. So it's typically an annual activity, something that you might want to do at the quiet point in the year. And sharing that responsibility with line managers, with the business, with their graduates is absolutely critical.